How's it going, Netflix fans? Welcome back to Screen Lab. In this video, we've gathered the best shows coming out soon, and one of them is something I'm pretty sure you're really looking forward to. So let's get on to it and talk about Netflix shows to watch out for in November 2020. Carmel, Who Killed Maria Marta? November 5. If you enjoyed the documentary American Murder, The Family Next Door, that went trending just recently, you'll definitely like Carmel, Who Killed Maria Marta, coming this November 5th. There's nothing that can match the thrill we get from attempting to crack the code of an unsolved crime. That being said, when it comes to crime stories, the truth is always the best place to start, which may explain why many of us are so fascinated with crime shows and documentaries based on cold, hard facts. The documentary follows the story surrounding one of the most controversial criminal cases in Argentina, the death of the 50-year-old Maria Marta Garcia Belsunce. It was on a Sunday, October 27, 2002, that the husband, Carlos Carrascosa, came home from a football match between Argentina's main local teams, River and Boca. Upon arriving home, he found his wife submerged in a bathtub. Thinking she accidentally hit her head, he immediately called the paramedics as well as the family members. Did she? Or was there something else that transpired? Let's all find out together, as I'm definitely looking forward to this one. Undercover, Season 2, November 8. Nothing comes close to the sheer number of crime dramas in TV and Netflix. Be it police or detective procedural, police investigations, gang warfare, and others. Still, new content of this type gets released every year and is consumed by people, probably because they love the thrill they get from these shows. I mean, who doesn't? Aside from the cat and mouse chases, there's something about their clever writing of puzzles and mysteries, not to mention the satisfaction of seeing these culprits put in their place. Netflix knows we love these shows, and so when they put out one of their originals, Undercover, it's no surprise that immediately became a hit. The Belgium-based series revolves around Ferry, a drug boss running his own operation in Belgium. However, two undercover police, Bob and Kim, have infiltrated a drug kingpin circle and are working to take him down. Of course, things do not go as smoothly as expected for the duo. Undercover's first season include a lot of high-tension moments throughout the series, and they promise to deliver the same level of thrill in the coming second season. Jingle Jangle, A Christmas Journey, November 13th.
Greatest inventor that ever there was.
It's almost Christmas, and what a better way to anticipate the holiday than watching a good old holiday-themed movie. So gather your family around and check out Netflix Christmas musical, Jingle Jangle, A Christmas Journey, set to be released on November 13. The film is set in a village of Cobbleton, and it's about a popular toy maker, Jeronicus Jangle, whose inventions are so spectacular they look like they came straight out of a fairy tale. He has just finished his greatest invention, only to be stolen by his most trusted apprentice. Seeing him devastated, Jangle's granddaughter took it upon herself to console the poor man and present his long-forgotten inventions, hoping to renew his love for toy making. The Life Ahead, November 13. Tired of action, sci-fi, and superhero films? Well, if you're also into films with a touching, inspiring story, we've got something you'll certainly like. The Life Ahead, and it's coming to Netflix this fall. The Life Ahead is a drama film that is set to be released on the 13th of November, starring Sophia Loren, Ibrahima Gay, Abril Zamora, Renato Carpentieri, and Babak Karimi. It is based on a novel with the title The Life Before Us. The story is about Momo, a young Senegalese orphan, and his bond with Madame Rosa. Not much information has been revealed about the plot yet, but according to the book it's based on, Madame Rosa was formerly a prostitute herself, but later in life transitioned to making a living by taking in children of prostitutes. Throughout the film, Momo tells a story about his life in the orphanage and his relationship with Madame Rosa as she becomes progressively sick. It's something really worth looking forward to, as this is a film that the iconic 86-year-old Italian actress Sophia Loren will be starring in after a whole decade since she last acted on screen. She's definitely excited for the role as well, since it was directed by her son, Eduardo Ponti. I get the feeling you better have your tissue rolls ready for this one. Hillbilly Elegy, TBD.
Family's the only thing that means a goddamn.
Film adaptations of memoirs are tricky, not because there are no good adaptations created ever. They just kinda hard to come by these days. Some reasons this may happen is because the author's emotions and story gets lost in translation along the way. Or it's just the inability of a film to showcase every single detail as compared to a book. That being said, most films of this kind often disappoint. But this film seems to be the one we can't count on, and so we have included it in our list. What's more, we think it's something really appropriate with what's currently happening in the world, and it gives us something to think about. Hillbilly Elegy is a memoir written by J.D. Vance, which describes his family background and upbringing in his hometown, Middletown, Ohio. He also writes about poverty and how the situation in the place has worsened over time, and compares his life after he has left his hometown. It's a highly recommended book, really. But hey, we know most of you might prefer watching rather than reading, so if you're interested in the story, we got good news for you. An adaptation is set to be released this November on Netflix. Directed by Ron Howard, starring Glenn Close, Amy Adams, and many more. It revolves around a Yale student who is drawn back to his Appalachian hometown in Ohio. He reflects upon the responsibility of his family for their own misfortune and discusses the hillbilly culture and its presumed encouragement of social rot. So if you're one who enjoys nonfiction work, this one is definitely worth checking out. SpongeBob, Sponge on the Run, November 5.
I love my life.
Everyone knows about this creative cartoon series created by the late Stephen Hillenburg. The show involves SpongeBob, a hilarious sponge with square-shaped pants who lives in a pineapple under the sea, and his cheery friends. Being a cartoon, the series is obviously geared towards children, but for some reason is loved by teenagers and young adults as well. Anyway, if you're looking for something your kids can watch, or well, if you're a man-child like me, check out SpongeBob, Sponge on the Run. It's the third film to be based on the aforementioned series, only this time it's a live-action one. While its theatrical release was pushed back several times, it's finally coming out on Netflix on the 5th of November. Its story revolves around SpongeBob and his best friend Patrick as they go on a rescue mission to save Gary, SpongeBob's snail pet who was abducted by King Poseidon. And hey, for some reason, Keanu Reeves is involved in the film. So it's one more reason to check it out, I guess.
The SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run.
The Princess Switch, Switched Again, November 19th.
Get out.
The weather is getting colder and colder. And what's a better way to get cozy indoors than watching a holiday-themed romantic comedy film with your special someone? So go on and put on your Christmas pajamas, sit back, keep your significant other or your dog close, whatever floats your boat, and stream a heartwarming story. The Princess Switch is a 2018 Christmas-themed romantic comedy hit by Netflix and is based on a screenplay by Megan Metzger and Robin Bernheim. The first film starred High School Musical actress Vanessa Hudgens, and its narrative revolves around Lady Margaret, the Duchess of Montenaro, and Stacy, a baker. Both unexpectedly run into each other and are very struck by their identical looks. Soon, the two became friends, and for their own reasons, decided to switch lives for just a few days. The entire movie is filled with amusing and thrilling scenes, as Stacy's friend quickly catches on to the switch, while Margaret's fiancé postpones his business trip to spend time with who he thought was the Duchess. This time, however, the film's second installment not only involves the two lookalikes. The Princess Switch, Switched Again, introduces Margaret's cousin, Fiona, a third lookalike. The film's premise begins with Duchess Margaret unexpectedly inheriting the throne to Montenaro. Furthermore, her relationship with her boyfriend goes through a rough patch as another handsome prince tries to steal her heart. Now, it's up to Margaret and Stacy to, switch again to hopefully get out of trouble and mend the whole situation. Prospect, November 2nd.
Now, this is something I have never seen.
There is only one place you can get simulated realities, clones, time travel, giant lizards, and space fights. Well, maybe not all at once, but one can dream. Anything's possible in this realm called science fiction, and our list for this video wouldn't be complete without one. Only this time, it involves going on a trip to other celestial bodies. Prospect is a science fiction film starring Sophie Thatcher, Pedro Pascal, and Jay Duplass. It's about a father and daughter who are tasked to travel to an alien moon and mine precious gems in its forest. While on the moon, the two encounter several strangers, while at the same time battling with their inner selves as well as the poisonous forest around them. The film was originally released in theaters in 2018, but will be coming to Netflix on November 2nd. So put your astronaut suits on and enjoy the show. The Crown, Season 4, November 15th.
The crown must win.
There are tons of things that period dramas or historical dramas do right. For one, it is usually in this genre that shows go all out when it comes to costumes. Not to mention the creative twist they make, while at the same time preserving the historical accuracy of events we may be familiar with. Historical dramas somehow brings us this comforting feeling as we watch them. Perhaps because it gives us a way to escape the era we currently live in. Or maybe it's just the unfamiliar aesthetics of the shows that keeps us feeling dreamy and fascinated. If you're not familiar with The Crown, it's a drama that portrays the life of Queen Elizabeth II, beginning from her wedding in 1947. It's a critically acclaimed drama, praised by numerous reviewers, but of course, some critics like The Times raised concerns that some episodes and scenes are based on false premises. Its first season covers the period from Elizabeth and Philip's marriage in 1947 to the disintegration of Princess Margaret's engagement to Peter Townsend in 1963. The second season spans from 1956 to 1964, the Suez Crisis up until Harold Macmillan's retirement and the birth of Prince Edward in 1964. The third season included Harold Wilson's two periods as Prime Minister. This coming fourth season will be set during Margaret Thatcher's premiership and will be introducing Diana Spencer, Prince William, and Prince Harry. It is to be released on the 15th of November this year, still starring Olivia Colman as Queen Elizabeth, just like the third season. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 8 Netflix shows to count on this November. Which one are you most excited for? Make sure to let us know through the comment section. Enjoying your Netflix experience so far? Make sure to check out our video on the best hidden gems on Netflix for more movies and shows to keep you entertained at home and stay safe during these hard times. If you like our content, like this video. Also, make sure to subscribe and tap the bell button beside it. Stay tuned on the latest film and TV news, explainer videos, and many more. Only here at Screen Lab, a taste of your favorites.